look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Phoenix. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out New Orleans, 3.5 back. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Jordan Poole is out there with Fears. And it's Messi in at the 5. And for the Suns, Green is out there with Booker. Then it's Brooks. Then it's MP. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And MP talked a big game, but boy, has he backed it up. He's absolutely hit the ground running and has been showing up his fellow rookies to this point.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
MP against Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for Phoenix. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Now here's Booker. They really need more from him in that loss to the Clippers. Brooks outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Williamson, and he gets the bucket.
Well, there's nothing you can do when Zion is at the rim like that. Impossible to move him.
Williams, a screen on Williamson. And here's Booker from the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Poole. Just could not put it together in that loss to San Antonio. And stolen by Williams. MP passes to Brooks. Brooks setting the pick for MP. Back to Brooks. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Green kicks to MP. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by MP. Brooks right side. And a wide open look for MP. Off target from 3-point range. And it's Poole with the ball for the Pelicans. 4-point game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the Pelicans miss again. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. He's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Now, here's MP. Back to Booker. Pass to MP. Here's Green. Shoots the 3, and it's Brooks. That's on an assist from Green.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pelicans trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Last year, getting it done. Last year averaged 21 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Good on the bucket.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Inside, here's Brooks. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Brooks has got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Oh, my goodness. We can feel those Zion dunks over here.
On the wing, Green. Back to MP. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Fears has it in the corner. Poole outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to MP. Back to Brooks. MP inside. Working on Williamson. And that one drops. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game.
Suns here with a different look. Mark Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. MP comes in for Royce O'Neal. Brooks checked in for Dunn. And it's Green in for Grayson Allen. And New Orleans also making a change. Poole's checked in. Green dishes to MP. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. We've got Devin Booker. Williams is out there with MP. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And for the Suns, they're shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. A 3 from MP. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williamson. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dunks from Zion.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Booker finds MP. Puts up a 3. Another miss by MP. New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And it's Williamson missing.
And guys, this shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 to shoot. Brooks, the pass to MP. Another miss by MP. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. No good from the wing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
Mr. Williamson. Out to the right wing. The shot misses. Good defense by MP.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Hits the front of the rim and out. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Pass to Messi. Now here's Williamson. Poole outside. And the Pelicans miss again.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
And that one's good. Brooks.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Williamson looking it over. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here is Poole. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. No good there. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Phoenix ahead, just dominating this one. Going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Greetings, everybody.
You know, for the Pelicans, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like, you never back anything up, Ernie.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Suns.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Fears is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the 5 down low.
I know Poole was looking for his shot, but he's smart and makes the right pass instead.
Picked by Williams. MP with the bounce pass. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Fears with it, out guarded by Booker. Williamson outside. Off target with his 3. Sun shooting impressively throughout at 62%. MP, no good. Pelican shooting poorly, just 35% so far. There's the screen. Poole with no one around. No good on the 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And here's Poole for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Green. MP's got 14 points for the game. The Pelicans have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. And Green slams it in.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Williamson. Here he goes. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, even when you know Williamson's going to drive the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do to stop him.
And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, How much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Now, here's Poole. Misses the layup.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Brooks outside. Pulls up on the wing, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
And here's MP for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. MP's got 11 points here in just the second half. Poole with it. They set the pick. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. MP's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Booker in the corner. A 3 from MP. Another 3 for Phoenix.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Fears. Shot clock at 6. A 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Fears has got 7 points in the game.
I really like how confident Fears is, wasting no time answering with a 3 of his own.
So Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he attests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Fears. He's got 7. Poole, no good.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Williams dishes to Booker. Pass to Brooks. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 28.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Fires the 3. MP grabs the miss. Phoenix has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
Pelicans ball.
And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Suns third.
Well, their approach to shooting was phenomenal. They didn't force many threes, and when they got a good look, they drilled it.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Mark Williams. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dylan Brooks. Goodwin's checked in for Jalen Green. And Allen subbed in for Booker.
In college, the jumper wasn't automatic for Fears. I see signs of improvement.
MP kicks to Goodwin. MP with a screen on Murray. The 3 from MP. Buries it from three-point range. MP's got 31.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Lets the 3 fly, and Trey Murphy gets the 3.
He chucks up a lot of threes. Murphy clapping back in a hurry.
MP outside. Down low, Richards. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Skipped it to perfection, utilizing the hardwood.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Fears. Here's Motkovich. To the inside. Stolen by Allen. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
Murray, the pass to Jones. A three-pointer, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Suns on top, opening up a huge gap. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
MP high post, working on Williamson. Here's MP, and it's good off the glass. MP's got 35.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
To the paint, here's Williamson. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Chalk up two there.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
Here's Poole. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards got his 7th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Fears. To the middle. Here's Williamson. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
He's such a strong player. When you hit Zion, you're usually going to take the worst of it.
That free throw good from Williamson. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
That free throw good from Williamson.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
New Orleans on D. Nice ball movement by Phoenix.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
MP passes to Richards. MP, that's for 2, and it's good off the back rim and in. MP's got 39.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. The D is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain it. And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
O'Neal sets the screen for MP. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by MP.
The youngster, MP, keeping that head on a swivel.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Poole. And he lays it straight in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Phoenix.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
MP, no good. Williamson with it. Now defended by MP. Pass to Poole. Here's Messi. Now Fears. Shot clock at 5. Good defense by MP. 24 seconds left in the game. Lets it go from the wing, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Now let's send it over to Dominic.